Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our 31st pitch event of since we started. We started almost 6 months ago, and we already brought on the screen pitching more than 150 funders. We are so pleased. The funders are coming from all over the world. Today, we are from Argentina, US, UK, Ireland, Africa, from wherever. And we are very pleased. We love to help funders to raise funds, but not only to raise funds, to give their voice, to be heard, because in the end of the day, funders are the one who innovates, bring new things to the world, sometimes very big. So today, again, we have five great founders coming from all over, any sector, as we are sector agnostic, and that's what we like. We like to bring any kind of possible founders dreaming, then becoming not only the next big thing, but changing something good for this world. So today we have five great founders, but also a great investor at helping us and helping our founders to better explain what they're doing. Tassif Riaz, co-founder of Consi Care. And Tassif, please, if you want to give an introduction to yourself, you are so well positioned because you are an investor, a venture builder, but you are a founder yourself. So please, if you want to give an introduction before we move to our daring funders.
Yeah, thanks, Max. I am Tausif Riaz, and I have been building ventures, investing in technology companies for the past 25 years. I've worked in around 30 companies for large multinationals, setting up their investment units and then deploying the funds for them. I also happen to be, as Max mentioned, a founder myself. So I've sat on both sides of the table. So I've built companies in e-commerce, digital marketing, fintech, and healthcare space. And I also happen to be an angel investor. So I privately invest in companies and also through Mashcraft, which is a venture studio that we own.
Thank you so much, sir. So we go straight to our great founders. So I would like to move forward and immediately to our first founder, which is Glenn Hebrew. Glenn is the founder of SportZoom, Franklin, Tennessee, in USA. We are talking about SaaS, artificial intelligence, deep tech, sport tech, pre-seed round between half and 1 million USD. How's it going, Glenn?
Great. Thanks, Max.
Thank you for coming, very much so. Please, if you want to give an introduction to yourself, and after we move straight to the pitch.
Sure. Yeah. So I, the founder of SwingsIn, SportZoom. SwingsIn is our main product. SwingsIn is a app-based AI system that is focused on helping golfers utilize their phone and the technology in the phone to be able to improve their game. So we're really excited about it. We've been in business in the process of developing this for about 4 years. So it's not brand new, but we're taking it to the next level. And we're excited about the new release of the app that's coming up in July. So kind of getting into this real quick, I want to go kind of point by point without taking a lot of time in individual ones, just kind of giving you the kind of overview on this, how this works. SwingsIn, again, it's an app that has several value points. Basically, how it works are initially when the user uploads a video, it's sent to the cloud. It runs analytics. It delivers those analytics and breakdown of different components. Initially, what you're going to get is visual references. What it does is it tracks your body, the ball, and the club, and it also gives you club speed and ball speed, which has never been done with just a smartphone, with the videos on a smartphone. That's in patent pending, so we're excited about that as well. So this gives you an overall. This is Leslie. She's going through her setup where she uploads a video and it gives her video playbacks in both down the line and face on, and tracks the club and the ball as you see, and gives her data points. So it measures so many different data points in the body and the club as well. And it's processing through this, and you can see a back end view of this. She's got 89 mile an hour club speed, ball speed, and all that. So those are the things that are delivered from a visual standpoint in the video. But then you're getting into AI Pro, which is the really where you get the bulk of the AI training. The video is then broken down into 22 different checkpoints with down the line and face on at different points of setup and backswing and downswing. So what it does is it screenshots each individual ones. Like for instance, here's mine. It gives you a visual reference of in a screenshot of, say, this is one where it's my takeaway. My back arm is bent a little bit too much, so it's giving you some quick references on what the fault was and how to fix it. So, for instance, one of our PGA pros, our Swings In pros, is now delivering a video on what to do to fix that fault. So that's the bulk of how the AI is teaching the golfer through the app. And then it gives you progress through the process month by month on how you're doing to improve your swing. And then this is another aspect. So a well-rounded process for teaching is as well adding the personal touch. Pro Teaching Platform is a PGA and LPGA Pro teaching platform that they will be able to utilize to conduct a business and to use that AI data to assist in the online teaching as well. So we'll be selling lessons through that. And also as well, academic coaches as well will be able to utilize this technology. So this just gives you some information on the platform and what it's going to do for them all the way down through their process. So this is just Swings In University, which is basically a cache of videos that we put up by our PGA and LPGA Swings In pros. Get into the revenue stream. So the revenue streams are broken down where we have free subscription, which is limited, of course, and then the monthly and annual subscriptions. The sports beyond golf, we are eventually getting into baseball and softball and others as well. But right now our focus is on golf because there's a lot to accomplish there. Pro Lessons platform, we have your service, your convenience fees is part of how we're going to make money on that. And then the global market, of course, we have a whole 80 million golfers to approach with this. Huge market and highly scalable. So advertising, some other things we're doing to increase revenue. So this is something that I want to get into with the revenue projections. We ran a pretty intensive beta testing process where we were able to break it down into we were able to convert from free subscriptions to 10% conversion to paid, and it's broken down into 60% of those are monthly, 40% are annual, and that progressing down through the process to get to $109 million in 5 years. These are different things. Like, for instance, if you're a golfer, we do influencer marketing. We've got John Daly coming on as our brand ambassador. So we're going to do Google Ads, App Store, social media ads, and those kind of things. So I believe that's a recap on it, and go from there.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Tasir, please, if you want to follow up.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. I'm a terrible golf player, and just so you know, there are water traps in around 10 countries where my golf balls are sitting at the bottom.
Yeah,
so,
right.
really, so just so you know. So nice presentation. I think there was just too much on the on your product actually. So I just wanted to get a bit of a feeling of the market here also. So who are you targeting, and how big is that market right now?
The market worldwide is 80 million golfers worldwide. The golfer, that's just generally speaking, as far as the bulk of our market is for about 80 to 90% of those golfers are fit in our criteria, which are the average golfer that is trying to break 100 or 90. The scratch golfer is not the primary target. U.S. Obviously, our main market is the U.S. and it's 37.5 million golfers, which is amazing, and it's growing continuously. There was a 20% increase in 21 in year 21, so it's a growing market, and so I don't know if that answers your question.
Okay. And what exactly is the problem you guys are solving here for them? Because I'm assuming you're competing with like coaches and self-help videos, and there are apps out there like You Coach You and Swing You, I think. So there are like a lot of products out there, right? Both app-based and just humans, I guess, also are your competition who train. So like what problem are you solving, and how are you positioning yourself against the alternatives that have solutions to that problem? Yeah.
Right. Thanks. The main thing that people have issues with improving their game is getting quick and easy feedback. And the people traditionally have been going to PGA golf, teachers, and that's great, and they can improve their game, but they're always having to go back continuously. They forget what needs to be done, and this gives a priority curated list of every time they upload the swing, they're able to get, okay, this is the part that I'm missing now, that I'm having an issue with. So that's why as it's broken down into individual components, they're able to get better feedback in a quick and easy basis just with their video. And also, of course, the club speed and ball speed, which is something that's unique that nobody else has.
Okay. And the feedback is also video feedback, like how they should.
Yes, the video feedback and also screen. So the feedback is in, like I said, the screenshots, and then the video feedback are from our pros that are teaching them how to fix that particular swing fault.
Okay. So. And then just last question, like what you said, like the app's been out there for a while, and it looks like you have at least completed a beta on it, like a trial. So how many users have you tested this on, and what kind of feedback did you get from them?
Well, we had 2,000 through the course of about a year. We ran a beta test, and we had 2,000 people on board. And through the process, we learned a lot. Some of the things we're doing to rebuild the app is based on our feedback that we got. The feedback was very good. We went to the PGA show, and the PGA show feedback was very good as well. The demand, the market fit is strong for this product. People are really wanting to be able to use their phones to be able to improve their game. So,
okay, that's all from me, Max.
Thank you so much, Tasif. Glenn, please stay with us, Glenn. Don't go, because we are all back in very short time. Thank you so much. I want to please welcome Marian Tagnoli, CEO of Machine, Rosario, Argentina Mobility Prop Tech, pre-seed around 510K in USD. How's it going, Marian?
Okay, hello everyone. Hello everybody. This is Mariam. Okay, so Max has done my presentation, so I'm going to the grind. Okay.
Please go.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay. This is Machine. Our slogan: "Club, simple and yours. Properties and vehicles." These are our verticals. So, what is Machine? Machine is a platform that connects buyers and sellers of real estate and vehicles. Arrives to definitely change the user experience in this type of operations, in this kind of markets, with an agile and accurate match. We apply artificial intelligence for this. It is built on a very friendly and graphical interface that combines the appearance as a social network like Instagram and operates like a Tinder. We are the real estate and vehicles Tinder. What is the problem that we resolve? Let me show you the context. Okay, just give me a minute. Here we have the context. the problem that Machine resolved, today there are a huge number of platforms and portals that offer thousands of publications, looking to give the information and all the offer to the user, to the final user. As this universe of offer is so large, really, the user must apply many filters and in several stages in order to find the ideal property or vehicle that for him, her, anyway. Therefore, the progress becomes tedious. It takes a lot of time, energy for the person. It's tedious for the people because the person is looking to every a lot of portals, a lot of marketplaces. Also goes, call to maybe a vehicle company that sells vehicles, or maybe a real estate company. It takes really a lot of time. So we discovered that, we saw that, we decided to create Machine. Okay. So this is the problem. I will tell you why Machine. This is the features and benefits of Machine. We provide technology through AI applied to geolocalization. This is why we say that we are the Tinder. We work as a Tinder. We are the vehicles and real estate Tinder, because we approach to the final user. The final user get inside the app. Okay, just put for once all the filters that he is looking for. When we have the filters, all the filters, we start to approach him or her, the offer, with the geolocalization, how to say, by geolocalization. The first you see, the first offer that the user see is which is the nearest. We apply in a radio of 100 kilometers around the mobile, because we work as mobile, and of course it's all inside the country also. How I said before, we change the user experience, because right now, today, the person has to look for in a lot of marketplaces and on portals, and inside Machine you have all the offer. Okay, we are partners. We are partners. We don't have competition. We are partners. We work with all the offer that is in the market. How we operate to our partners as a lead generation platform. Okay, we give to other companies quality leads and with a higher conversion rate. Okay, here are the features that I told you. Closer. Okay, we approach to the closer vehicles and properties. The user buy just what he's looking for. We explore the app, explore the interest of the user. We use the artificial intelligence for this, and we match the 2 points, the user and the exactly offer. Okay, the match is in your hand, so it's very quick. Nowadays, all of us are with our mobile looking for everything. We are looking at all the social network, and we are like a social network. Okay, just let me see what else. Market context, I told you. Right now, our current situation. Okay, we are in Argentina. We are in Spain. Next week, I think we are looking. We are going to be in Uruguay. We are looking for a global consolidation. Because we just have to press the button. We are there. Of course, we have to make the alliances with the partnerships with the companies, with the properties and vehicles companies that sells has the offer, and after that we look for the community, for the community of users. Okay, so let me see. This is the context. Okay, the business model. The business model is paying for. How we monetize. the people, the companies pays for a subscription. So the companies pays for we have three different plans. Here you can see. The difference is the time that the publications are up in our app. Okay. And also we have the segment of B2B. We have three segments. Okay. The B2B, the companies that are our partners. The B2C, the companies sells to the final users, and the B2B or C2C, because a user, a person, any one of us can get inside the app and publish a car, a bicycle, boat, a house, an apartment. The publication is for free, and if that publication has match there, they have to start paying to see the match. Okay. Talking about the competition. Okay, as I told you before, we don't have competition. We have partners. Okay, this is a diagnostic of partners that we have in the Latin market, because we are from Argentina, but we are looking for all the world. For example, we're in Spain right now, but we don't have competition really. For any marketplace can come to us and be our partner, because we show their offer. We play together in the market. The partnership is win-win. Okay, the milestones, as I told you, we have the MVP in the market right now in Argentina and Spain. Next month, I think Uruguay. We have Argentina launch, Spain launch, and we are looking for a pre-seed round to definitely be launched in all Latin. But as you know, this market is very variable. The steps. So, and the social network, how it works. Maybe by LinkedIn, somebody see you in, I don't know, Singapore. It gets in connection with you, and it's very easy to make a partnership, because the market, it's very accessible, this kind of market, to start working there. So we are definitely looking for all the world. Okay, this is the final financial conversion. We are looking for this kind of inversion. This is the way that we expect to apply the inversion. This is the cap table. Later, if you want to see, I can show you if you have that question. This is the team. Okay, we have 3 founders. They are 10% of the time here in the company, as a CMO position, CTO and COO. I am the CEO. We have an investor relations person, a PM, all in a team in Spain for a digital selling team, and all of these are the freelancers team. Okay. How our platform is conformed? We have the mockup, as you can see here, into the two vertical.
Yeah. You have 50 seconds more, and after we need to go to the Q&A. Okay, but it's fine. It's okay. We have the mockup. We have a company dashboard for our partners. They can put up the publications, and we have the company backend. This is the panel that we have to manage all the publications. And this is the roadmap of the products. We have 2 more versions finished for the future, and that's all. Thank you so much, Mia. Please.
Yeah, I guess we're probably out of time. So I just have one kind of question. Looks like you are already in Argentina and Spain. So what kind of traction do you have on your MVP? How many users, and have you seen any monetization?
Yeah, in Argentina, we have 2,000 users. All the users are, we win these users with the organic work. We don't have a payment publication. I don't know how to say, advertisement strategy right now. We have the strategy, and we are launching in Argentina, I think this week, maybe the next one, because the first thing that we have to do is establish the partners community. You know, we need to have the offer first to show this offer to the final users. And in Spain, we have 500 final users. Cars, I can tell you how many cars we have. In Argentina, we have 10,000 cars. And in Spain, we have 1,000 cars. We start with the vehicle vertical. We are launching right now the real estate vertical.
Okay.
It's for that we don't have houses and apartments right now.
Okay. No worries.
Thank you so much, Maria. Please stay, don't go. We are all back soon. So let me introduce our third founder, Benjamin Boyle, CEO Capital, Ireland, financial services, seed around 10 million in USD. How's it going, Benjamin?
Hi, nice to talk to you. Great.
Thank you for coming.
So,
My pleasure.
do you want me to fill you in about myself first, and then we can go into the deck? Perfect. So it's not just myself, it's myself and a team. So there are other team members. If they're watching, hello. I hope you're all doing well. So I have 4 business and investing qualifications. I've spoken all around the world on different shows and conferences. I've written a #1 best-selling book on investing, and now we're trying to apply all that to a company and see some scalability in that company. So, great. So we're diving right into the investment deck. Perfect. So the problem, first of all, is 10% of millionaires lose their wealth in their lifetime. 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the 2nd generation, and 90% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the 3rd generation. So this applies to any investor watching this. Essentially, they have a 90% of staying wealthy at the moment, but their grandkids have a 90% chance of not being wealthy 2 generations down the line. And that's one of the main reasons I'm setting Capital up with the team. I've got 2 kids, and I want to make sure we don't fall into that 70% bracket. So the solution, how do we solve this? We invest in the entire civilization is essentially how the solution works. So we become the casino that all the other businesses are playing in. So everyone always talks about this game of business. So why play the game of business when you can host the game of business? So essentially, we invest in the top index funds of the top 25 countries based on GDP. So the US has 24% of total GDP. China has 15% of total GDP. So we put 24% into the S&P 500, 15% into the China 50 index, and so on for the top 25 or so countries in the world. So we're the house that every other business is essentially playing in, which means you become the casino as opposed to actually playing in the game of business. And then we lock our investors' money up indefinitely and give them periodic payouts so that they remain the house as opposed to playing in the game of business. So we've run 17 years worth of back testing. What this essentially means is we've run the strategy as if it's been running for 17 years. And we decided to run it for 17 years because we wanted to factor into the 2007 and 2008 recession. And you can see that if you left your money with us, it would have grown over 100%, nearly 125% in that 17-year period. So we're a very, very safe and secure investment, apart from in recessionary times. But again, we all go through boom and bust cycles, or business does anyway, so we can expect them. We've also run 40,000 years worth of Monte Carlo simulations on our strategy, and the strategy is based on what Warren Buffett is actually telling his wife to do when he dies, because he tells her not to invest in Berkshire Hathaway, but to actually follow quite a similar strategy, not as complex as what we're doing, but quite a similar strategy to what we're doing. And you can see even in the minimum case here, this is investing 100 million. Even in the minimum case here, over a 100 or 50 year time period, your money's still going to grow. So we really secure that generational wealth and make sure you don't fall into that 10%, 70% or 90% bucket of losing your wealth over those time periods. So we make sure you stay wealthy and your family stays wealthy forever. And 40,000 years worth of Monte Carlo simulations, which is basically just simulating a load of different possibilities, proves that to be the case. And moving forward, there's a $3.6 trillion market size projected for the hedge fund and investment market by 2025. So we only have to get a very, very, very small amount of that market to actually make this project viable. In terms of validation, at this very moment in time, I'm sitting, waiting, looking at my phone to find out if we have between 100 million and $1 billion worth of clientele coming on board. We have that much in pipeline already. We've 10% of the initial market we've prospected have indicated to us that they are actually interested in investing in Capitio. And we have a number of salespeople as well, and they've validated continuously that there's a steady flow of prospects. And the business model, it works very similar to any other fund out there. We charge 2% of assets under management, and we also charge a 20% profit fee. I've already introduced myself, and I've told you a little bit about the team as well. We've got team members scattered all around the world. So we've got people in the US, we've got people in India, we've got people in the Philippines, and the team's continuously growing. And the main thing here is the team is getting validation that people are very, very interested in the product because it is very, very needed. In terms of financial projections, we project about 2 million in year one and then going up to about 70 million in year 5. You can see that we have a plus and minus 30% projection here, so that we've actually run a sensitivity analysis on our projections. So that's Capitio. Moral of the story is without us, people go broke, or wealthy people go broke, and with us, wealthy people and families essentially stay wealthy forever. And we're like the casino that everyone else is playing in. We are the house that hosts the game of business. Any questions?
Of course. Tassi,
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's so difficult to make money. It's so easy to lose money.
Yeah. Only if it was so easy, right?
That's why Ben is here. Let's move on.
Yeah. But I have a few questions. Like, one thing I'm just trying to understand, it looks more like a hedge fund, not like a venture, like a robo-advisor. So what are you going to use the seed funding for? Because you can just set up an ETF or a fund, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, we are set up as a hedge fund. That's the structure of the company. So it is a hedge fund based out of Dublin, Ireland, and we have all the bells and whistles kind of that a hedge fund has. The seed funding is mainly around marketing. We're also going to be setting up a retail investor side as well. But the majority of the 10 million will bring us to a point where the company can never fail. So the whole purpose of this is to be the first company in the world that can never fail. And the 10 million will actually hit that point where the company can never fail. And we will be investing a large portion of that, or a very, very large portion, about 90% of that 10 million into the actual strategy itself, the becoming the houses or being like the casino that all the other games or businesses are playing in. So that brings us to the point of impossible to fail anytime in the future.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to do some mental math. You said 100% return over 17 years. So that's kind of like 4 or 5% annual return. Am I doing the math correctly? Like your simulations show,
No.
What is the annual return?
We have an average of 11.5.
Okay.
But that factors in the 2008-2009 recession. But the median is about 14.5.
Okay. And how is it better than MSCI World Index, right, which has returned around 11% over the past 30 years, or S&P 500? So any global index, if you go with it, with less management fee, 2%, like 20 is like hedge fund fee, they yield around 10 to 11% anyway. So what's the secret sauce here? What's the downside protection you're offering?
Sure. Yeah. So first of all, we're investing in the entire global economy. So it's we actually will be holding the S&P, for example. So I'm glad you mentioned that one. But you're investing in the entire global economy. So if something drastic ever happens in the next 100 years in the US, such as Yellowstone erupting, you're hedged against that. But also we've got the indefinite lockup. So the indefinite lockup, should you choose to use it, you don't actually have to lock up indefinitely. The result will be that your money is secure forever. And the whole purpose of this is to secure generational wealth and make sure you don't go broke. And the reason why people go broke is they speculate and they move their money around. And by locking it into the entire global economy, essentially being the house, you lock it into being the house as opposed to being able to move it around.
Okay. So what do you mean by indefinite lockup? Can you elaborate on that a bit?
So we have a choice to lock your money up indefinitely. So it very much is a choice. So let's say you're worth $100 million. $100 million. You can choose to lock up, let's say, 3 million of that for the rest of time, and it's actually a 70-year life plus 70 years. So that what that would mean is your grandkids can't inherit that money and then go invest in the next big, I don't know, vape company and blow it all. So it ensures that this is how it happens. This is why it's 90% of wealthy families go broke by the third generation. It's because they blow it on. They weren't as good as the original entrepreneur or investor. But this will basically secure your kids, your grandkids, and if should they choose their grandkids, so on and so forth, for as long as financial markets survive. So we should be the one company in the world that literally cannot fail. And I'm doing it because I've got 2 kids myself.
Absolutely. I love it.
That's all for me. Nothing else to ask, Max.
Thank you so much, Ben. I really hope, Ben, you can sort it out because it's going to be the end of failure, and I really hope so. I will give everything to you very soon.
That's what we're trying to do.
I will give everything to you. Thank you so much, Ben. Please stay with us.
Well,
So
I'll take it.
Don't go. I'm moving to our next founder, Thomas Winsor, founder of D-Round, United Kingdom Media Production, pre-seed around USD 1.1 million. How's it going, Thomas?
I'm good, Max. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you so much for coming. I miss you in London. Coming back soon.
Oh, good. It's okay at the moment. Spring's nice.
Please, if you want to give a short intro, and after go straight to the point.
Absolutely. I'm Tom Winsor. I'm co-founder and CEO of The Round. And before The Round, I did a augmented and virtual reality consultancy when I was working with the cultural sector around the world. And I think a lot of that work informed the company I'm about to tell you about. Great. So as I said, I'm co-founder of The Round, and we deliver a augmented reality broadcast protocol to deliver spatial performances at scale. The global live entertainment industry is worth $370 billion, but there's a growing gap between revenue and live performance and revenue for streaming and live performances. Adding to that, the increased inaccessibility of live events due to cost, and audiences are left unserved and under-monetized. Meanwhile, augmented reality has shown an incredible potential for consumer engagement, with 200% higher engagement rate than video, a 94% increase in ROI for brands when using augmented reality, and 80% of Gen Z audiences saying they are excited about AR in media and entertainment. However, streaming real-time performances in mobile augmented reality is currently unattainable due to cost and data inefficiencies, as well as existing infrastructure limitations. Introducing The Round, the highest quality, most consumable AR broadcasting technology on the market, consisting of our highly efficient streaming protocol for distributing real-time spatial performances and a SaaS middleware for platform-agnostic delivery. With our broadcast protocol, AR streams can be delivered at 60 frames per second with a perfect A/B sync to an infinitely scalable global audience, and on a 5G signal, a strong 4G signal, and a standard home Wi-Fi. Our protocol is now in open beta, and we're about to start developing our SaaS middleware solution for the agnostic broadcasts. This will allow streaming to web AR, third-party applications, and any Unity or Unreal Engine build. Our protocol is also avatar agnostic and motion capture agnostic. which means the infrastructure is already in place for AR broadcasts with the Rounds tech today. We generate revenue through a 1-month or 12-month subscription, and our principal economic driver is revenue generated for the use of our protocol. The AR media and entertainment market is forecast to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 43.8% between 2021 and 2028. If AR entertainment follows similar trends as the overall entertainment market today, live AR entertainment would be worth $16.4 billion by 2028, and we aim to capture about 8% of that market. Other verticals we're looking into are education, healthcare, and corporate conferences, where we're seeing some early traction. The Rounds competitors include the likes of Condensed Reality, Beam, and Pixelinx. However, none of them offer the quality, affordability, accessibility, and scalability as the Round. Pip, my co-founder, and I have over 10 years experience in the live entertainment industry, and prior to the Round, we ran an AR/VR consultancy together. We're supported by a fantastic growing team, including our technical lead, Laurent Rosari, and a wonderful network of mentors and advisors. Our pilot project, a live AR stream with Liam Payne from One Direction, got 30,000 views, hit number 6 on the App Store entertainment charts, and generated 15 million impressions across social media. We're in open beta at the moment, and we've done streams with Outlier Ventures, one of our existing investors, and Al Arabiya News. We've also been named as one of the Creative Industry Council's top 100 companies to watch, and we've taken part in accelerators with the likes of Wayra and Telefonica. And we've entered into strategic partnerships with key marketing and brand agencies such as Hits Different and Walton Isaacson. We're raising $1.1 million. This is to build the first iteration of our SaaS middleware solution and to continue generating revenue for the use of our protocol. We already have some fantastic investors on board, including Gaingels, Outlier Ventures, and Primal Capital, and we've received grants from Innovate UK and Near Protocol. Thank you. Look forward to answering some questions.
Thank you so much, Thomas. I really like the design of your pitch deck. It's extremely enjoyable. Tassi, please, I leave everything to you.
Yeah, no, it looks like I think you guys are really building something interesting here, and obviously you guys know what you're doing, at least from the media perspective. Just a few questions. Like, what kind of a technology? So I guess before that, like, do you actually have a middleware ready, or the trials that you talk about were done more like a just tests as opposed to an actual middleware?
Absolutely. So we have two different products as
Yeah.
such. We have a streaming protocol, which sits at the core of our technology.
Yeah.
And that streaming protocol is in open beta, and we're working with clients to deliver projects. Now, we at the moment have to work with the client. You know, we do a project with the client using our underlying technology, and we're doing tests with other studios for other people to be able to use it. But it's a slow process to be able to take that technology and allow it to be used completely independently of us. The SaaS middleware is to allow for that transition, and that is very much what we're raising this capital to deliver the first iteration of. Very comprehensively technically scoped, and we are confident of delivering it kind of on the back of what we've delivered with the protocol. But the protocol's generating us revenue at the moment, which is a good thing.
Great. Yeah. And what would that kind of middleware technology stack look like? I guess there are two questions. I'll ask them just together because they're linked. So what would the stack look like, and how are you going to scale it? Because when you talk about middleware, we're talking about like huge scale here, right? So what's under the hood going to look like?
Absolutely. So I'm sitting on the kind of the front end is optimization for the augmented reality scene. So we sit on top of Unity or Unreal or other game design engines. We're not rebuilding a content creating tool. We're specifically at the point of distribution. So there's a automation procedure kind of at the opening, depending on how far we go with that, still in discussions. It's where we joke at the moment in the company where we could potentially throw in AI as something that's part of our technology quite reasonably. So that would sit at the kind of the opening side, and then within it, it's access to virtual private machines hosted across AWS, all using our infrastructure and our architecture. And then looking at the distribution using HTML and Node.js to be able to kind of pinpoint the exact output, specifically on the web AR side, which is the more advanced use case that we're working on because of traction with clients who are asking for it already on the web AR delivery. So that's how that's kind of the tech stack that would sit underneath the web AR, delivered as a web browser, kind of building on the work that Unreal have already done with tools like MetaHumans. That can be completely delivered very high quality within a web browser.
Okay. And do you have any proprietary IP, any patents to kind of cover all of this, what you're building?
Not as of yet. That is part of this funding as well.
Okay.
We are working with lawyers, and there is patent potentiality. I think that's is that a word?
Yeah.
Patent potentiality in the compression and the conversion of the data at source for the streaming tech that allows us to do perfect AV sync and the scale that we, and also the low latency distribution as well. There's a whole range of patent applications we could put in there, and we will when we've secured this funding. That'll be one of our first things to do.
And just last question, like I know you kind of touched upon it, but can you explain a bit more around like the monetization model? Like who will be paying you for what?
Absolutely. So initially, there's two stages to this. Initially, we're heavily targeting brand and marketing agencies working with brands to deliver activations. And the brand itself will be paying the marketing agency to deliver a AR experience. And we're talking with some big clients for that, building, it being an infrastructure layer on a bigger AR apps, for instance, for a big shopping center, where they're also doing AR fashion try-ons, and they have an entire experienced app, live streaming and live performance, and just AR distribution can be underpinned by the Rounds technology. Once we've launched that middleware, we will be much more heavily targeting the actual immersive tech studios themselves, of which there's 2,500 in the UK alone, 85% growth in the last few years for those clients, as well as freelancers as well, the creator developer types as well. I think there's 7.5 million on Unreal, there's 1.5 million monthly on Unity, so there's a lot of people there as well to be targeting with the tools.
Nothing else from me, Max.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thomas, don't go. We are one funder away to coming all back. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Please,
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So, for Tiwa, if it's wrong, I pronounce your surname, please. Sorry. Founder of Proxy Fidelity Services, Ghana, professional services, pre-seed around USD 100K. How's it going, Ifo?
I'm doing well, and I look forward to present.
Thank you so much for coming. Please give a short introduction to yourself and go straight to Proxy Fidelity Service, please.
Oh, okay. So my name is Hayford, founder of Proxy Fidelity, and I've been doing proxy service related for the past 3 years. And it's an amazing journey that I've taken through. This is a project that is intended for the Africans in the diaspora and expatriate. So without much further ado, I want to go ahead and present. So before I present, I want to talk about a little bit story how we started at Proxy Fidelity. In the year 2020, I had the opportunity to meet one client in my former business. And in that, she told me her challenges when she returned. She is of British citizen, but of a Ghanaian descent, and she wanted to have a second home in Ghana. In doing so, she connected with her family, friends, and sometimes strangers. Unfortunate to her, she ended up being duped in excess of £20,000. And unfortunate for her, the time that we connected through our business relation, I got to know of a challenge. And I took it as a task that if I'm interested in providing professional service, I can take advantage of it and provide a business-related service. In our due checks, this is what we discovered. When Africans and expatriate in the diaspora, they remit money back home. Most time, their handlers misappropriate the funds. And when it's time for accountability, they're unable to provide accurate accountability and record keeping. In most cases, because of the activities that is ongoing, there's a conflict of interest in terms of procurement and the hassle of assembling the right people, because most of them spend their time outside the country, so they are not so much familiar with how things are done in this part of our world. So what we proposed was a solution. We started using our mobile phones to undertake projects, and in that, we correspond with our clients through WhatsApp correspondence. With that, we happen to lose most database. If we happen to lose a phone and a client loses his or her phone, that means all corresponding is lost. And so why don't we build a cloud-based technology that will enable both the user and the business to correspond, and it's a secured platform. That's where the Proxy Fidelity Cloud platform came about. Clients can log in, place in a project request, and have their personalized login, as I'm displaying over here. Any project that we take on their behalf, we upload the document for the client to have a look at it, approve and okay it. Someone will be wondering, how do you go about with project management when the client is in another place? And how does the client verify? Every project that we undertake, we use body worn camera. We don't use cash payment system. We use online payment for accounting and auditing purposes, for transparency and verification from both ends, because the video footage and the online payment always correspond. In accounting, if it doesn't correspond, something is wrong there. So this is what we do. And not just only that, we do background checks on every staff and every third parties we bring on board. We have a dedicated client relationship manager. We also have an insurance cover for every project. We understand we don't have the control of nature, but we make sure we protect the investment of our clients. Notwithstanding with that one, we also have a fiduciary responsibility between the client and us. The client can sue, we can equally sue. This also encourages us to undertake projects, not with the family and friends. With that one, they always struggle with, because it's your mother, it's your brother. You can't take them to the court system in our part of our world. This is to confirm that this is not just an idea. We tried and we tested, and this one payment for one of our clients that we worked on. He is in the Georgia state. And when you Google anything like scams on diaspora being sent money back home, you find a lot of articles to read about. Our milestones. We hope with the funding coming on board with a prospective investor, we'll be able to officially launch the business from our MVP by July 2023. And in July 2024, we should be able to bring one side of a business, which I'm disclosing. Naturally, I don't, but we know with the investor coming on board, I'll be able to disclose, which is the Proxy Pay. It's a 49 billion market, and we have the first movers advantage. There's no specialized business that's undertaking such project, and we have the first movers advantage. Our business model is in due diligence, project management, pay-as-you-go construction, facility management, international business expansion, private facilitators. Our business model is based on subcontract commission, subscription fee, renting of equipment, and consulting and service fee. Because of time, I might skip some, but I'm sure our future investors would love to know more about how we arrived these figures. And these are true based on the number of sales we've made and based on the payment processes we've been able to deduce by multiplying the number of average order or average fee we get per project. Our target market is the Africans in the diaspora and the expatriates who wants to expand their business privately or individually or group into Africa and Ghana as a whole. Our SGD goal is that we believe, as a person of disability, I have dyslexia and ADHD. We believe poverty, gender equality, decent work and economic growth, industrial innovation and infrastructure, and reduce inequality. Without much time, I will highlight some in terms of the technology. We have it. Our competitors, because since we have the first movers advantage, it's mainly that the senders depend on their family and friends back home to handle their project. Most of them don't have technology to support it. We have a dedicated client relationship manager. We can track and trace insurance of project and availability of body worn camera as well too. How the funds will be dispersed. Without much time, 35% will go into marketing, 25% for research and development, operation, referrals, and sales promotion. With this amazing team, 3 out of this team have second experience in startups, as I stated. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Iford. Tasik, we have limited time, please.
Sure, just 2 or 3 questions. So one thing just wanted to clarify, What is the service you're offering? It looks like it's not remittance, right? So you're not in the remittance business. So are you project managing, or are you just representatives of the sender of money who monitors the project managers and project team?
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
what we are. We are more of like a virtual clone of the client in another part of the world. So you can be in the US and you can run your business in Africa, especially when you want to undertake a project. Project can vary from buying properties, doing due diligence, exporting or importing raw materials from Africa. Basically, that's what we do for you.
Okay. Okay. And would you be providing any in-house services like legal, accounting, those things, or just monitoring?
So we have internal operations, and I wish I had more time. We have internal auditors, we have accounts, we have legal as well. The legal is our source. These are people we can trust and work. But as a startup, if we had the means, we will be prudent to have a legal team. But in most cases, we outsource the legal services as well to place.
Okay. Okay. And just again going back, I know you hinted upon it, but I just wanted to kind of you to expand a little bit more on what kind of validation you have right now. So did you already do this service, provide this service to some Ghanaian
Yeah,
experts? Yeah.
yes, please. I have videos, and most of the clients are not in the country;
Yeah.
those are in the diaspora. So
Okay.
we validated the business idea. So that's why I was able to show you proof of payment that we received for us. Back then, we weren't even using the technology. We were using our mobile phones to record transaction that has been done on behalf of the client. Then we send the videos and pictures and payment, cash payment and receipt to the client. But we wanted to move from that rudimentary stage into a more technology inclined that anywhere we find ourselves, we should be able to operate.
Okay. 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 Good. That's all from my side,
Thank
Max.
you, Tatsif. Izo, stay, don't go. We are bringing all back, all of founders. Everyone is coming back. And as we always close our pitch day, 30 seconds per each of you, starting from Thomas. Thomas, why invest in yourself, your team, and your startup?
Absolutely. In the next 5 years, I think the growth of the AR media entertainment market is going to be absolutely huge. And in 5 to 10 years, we will have holographic entertainment and holographic displays becoming part of our everyday life. We're bringing the power of AR streaming to the masses, no matter where you are in the world. And our real-time delivery allows for premium quality, highly accessible content to be delivered. We passionately want to become part of the change. And we think in 5 to 10 years, we could be a company along the sides of Netflix or YouTube in this market.
Thank you so much, Ben. I really wish you all the best. Ben,
Great. Yeah. Well, it's quite an obvious pitch about why you should be involved with us. Again, 10% of even the people sitting here today, if you all succeed, only 10% of you will remain wealthy. If you all succeed, 90% of your grandkids will not be wealthy anymore. But with us, they'll all remain wealthy forever. So it's a pretty easy pitch. We keep people wealthy and we keep their families wealthy indefinitely.
thank you so much, Ben. Thomas, sorry, but before I called you Ben, I hope you not offended you. Very sorry. Glenn, why investing?
Yeah, so the market is golf, as everybody knows anything about golf, is a growing and strong market, and the advent of AI into it is becoming a bigger and bigger thing that is going to be the future of golf instruction. So we're in the forefront of that. We have a solution for a problem for a golfer, and we have done a beta test that's been in depth that has proven a market fit. We know what we're doing with this. We know what the numbers are, and we feel very good about the progress for our projections. The team we put together has all the experience necessary to be able to implement this and make this a worldwide success.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Marianne. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Okay, Sorry.
Go.
Here I am. Yeah, our product scales very faster. 2 months we are in Argentina, in Spain, and next week I think in Uruguay. Both markets, real estate and vehicles, had a lot of operations volume, you know, so it's a very productive business. What our app offers to all our partners in. We have a great team, you know, or Argentinian people working very hard. We are accustomed to the difficulties of the world, and we know how to jump it very faster. So that's all I think.
Thank you, Marianne. And Iford, please close. Why invest in yourself, your team, and your venture?
The reason to invest is you don't need much to invest in our business. The business is already operating with little or no money, but the investment that will come into the business will go a long way to help take a larger market share of the 49 billion annual remittances that comes to Africa. And we have the first movers advantage. The technology is ready. We've operationalized and improved our business operation. So the investor coming on board will be very easy, and within 6 to a year time, you'll be making huge profits from your investment.
Thank you so much. I really thank you to all our founder. Absolutely so much to be with us today and spend your time in pitching to our investors, and not only investors. We have all the other founders, fellow that coming, watching how you pitch, what you're doing, and get some inspiration. Thank you, Tassif, Hayford, Thomas, Marian, Glenn, and Ben. And thank you all be with us today and the one watching our pitch event. And we are back again on Thursday, 5 p.m. UK time with our 5 great founders. And again, thank you so much and have a good evening for his evening and night for his night and maybe someone even morning. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Pete.